I'm tired, but that last house in Plano was a perfect example of why NADCA standards matter. The previous company just blew dust around, but we actually restored the system.
Oh man, yeah. Like seeing the relief on that homeowner's face when they finally looked at the camera footage, it honestly makes the 12-hour shift totally worth it.
Right. And since you're riding shotgun with us in the truck today, we wanted to take you on a deep dive into this because as lead techs here at United Home Services, we've been doing this the right way since 2015.
Yeah, long time.
Exactly. So our mission right now, while we head back to the shop, is to explain to you exactly why the NADCA ACR standard is really the only real way to clean air ducts in 2026.
Yeah, I mean, that Plano house was just a textbook case of a cheap, outdated blow-and-go job.
Hmm.
The previous crew, they literally just shoved an air hose in the vent, blew some loose topsoil around, and called it a day.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah,
Because to me, isn't blow and go cleaning basically like, trying to clean a thoroughly dirty floor by just blowing air at it without ever actually scrubbing?
exactly. Imagine taking a leaf blower to a kitchen floor that's covered in, like, sticky, dried syrup.
Right, the loose crumbs fly away, but the syrup just stays there.
Yeah, it doesn't budge. And inside an HVAC system, the condensation from the air conditioner acts just like that syrup. It bakes the everyday dust into this thick paste on the walls of the
Which
ducts.
air alone just can't remove.
Right. What's fascinating here is the science behind the NADCA standard of source removal. We don't just rely on airflow. We use mechanical agitation.
So you're talking about the brushes and the air whips we use.
Exactly. We send those specialized brushes and pneumatic air whips down the line to physically strike the inside walls and, like, break that baked-on bond.
But wait, I mean, for someone listening, if you're running physical whips and spinning brushes through the system, doesn't that risk tearing up the actual ductwork?
You'd think so, yeah.
Like, how do you aggressively agitate the dust without completely destroying a flexible vent?
Well, that's the thing. The tools are calibrated specifically for the material. The pneumatic whips use compressed air to gently, but really firmly, slap the walls. So it dislodges the grime without puncturing the lining.
Oh, gotcha. And then we just extract it.
Yeah, once the debris is airborne inside the duct, our HEPA vacuums, meaning high-efficiency particulate air filters, trap those microscopic particles and extract them completely.
Okay, but think about what you just said. You're literally using a whip to create a dust storm inside the walls of a house. So what does this all mean? How on earth do you keep that concentrated cloud of grime from just blowing backward into the customer's living room?
Right, and that's where our 2026 containment protocol comes in. We create a completely closed-loop system, so we put the entire duct network under negative pressure.
Like turning the ductwork into a giant inward-sucking straw.
Exactly like a straw. Air is only allowed to flow in one direction, straight into our sealed filtration unit outside. So zero dust escapes into the house while we work.
Which is huge. But, the biggest scam with those cheap blow-and-go guys is they only vacuum the vents themselves. I mean, they completely ignore the actual heart of the home's lungs.
Oh, 100%. Which is why NADCA requires us to clean the entire HVAC system. We're talking the evaporator coils, the blower motor, the drain pan.
Right, because if you leave a thick blanket of dust on the blower motor, the second the AC kicks back on,
Game over.
yeah, it throws all that hidden debris right back into those pristine ducts we just spent hours scrubbing.
Yeah, the contamination literally just returns in a week. And that's
Yeah.
exactly why we use those HD fiber optic cameras.
Wow.
We guarantee a visibly clean standard so the homeowner sees the exact condition of their entire system end to end. There's zero bait and switch pricing tricks.
Yeah, the visual proof is everything. It stops those scams cold.
It really does. And, if we connect this to the bigger picture, doing the job with this level of thoroughness doesn't just improve the air you breathe. When coils and blowers aren't suffocating under layers of mud and debris, the equipment just doesn't have to work as hard to push air through the house.
Doing it the NADCA way saves our clients 11% on their Texas electric bills.
And when you look at peak summer utility costs around here, that percentage adds up incredibly fast. Doing the maintenance scientifically really pays for itself in efficiency.
It really does. So as we park the truck and wrap up today's deep dive, I want to leave you with this to think about. If so-called professionals can hide a blow-and-go job right inside your home's lungs, what other critical home maintenance tasks might be slipping under the radar without a true gold standard to measure against?